Hi guys! Today we are going to make two different types of burgers. One is Japanese-style chicken burger, and another one is a steak cheeseburger. First, let's start with the Japanese-style chicken burger. To get started, I'm going to pound this chicken cutlet a little bit so it gets flattened out. You want to make sure that the chicken is fully cooked. And once it's cooked, you can put it in between the buns. Of course, Japanese-style burger does not include any sort of sauce or anything. It's just basically a fried chicken cutlet in between the two pieces of bread. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this here. And then we need some Japanese mayo. This is kind of a sweet mayo. It goes really well with the chicken. And then I'm also gonna add some cabbage. Now, cabbage leaves are pretty crunchy, but if you want to soften them up, all you have to do is microwave them for about 30 seconds. That will soften them up a little bit. And then we're also going to add some Japanese mayo on top and some tonkatsu sauce. Tonkatsu sauce is a little bit sweet and savory. Goes really well with the chicken cutlet. And then on top of that, I'm going to add some crispy fried onions. And finally, let's put another piece of bread on top. There you have it. Japanese-style chicken burger. It's simple, yet very delicious. Highly recommend. Next, let's move on to the steak cheeseburger. For the steak, I'm using ribeye because it has a lot of flavor and it's really juicy. But feel free to use whatever steak you like. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this on the grill. And while the steak is cooking, let's make the sauce. For the sauce, we need some beef broth, some soy sauce, garlic, and ginger. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of beef broth, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, half a teaspoon of garlic, and half a teaspoon of ginger. And then we need some toasted sesame oil for that rich, toasty flavor, and some black vinegar. Black vinegar is a little bit sour, but it's also sweet and adds a lot of flavor. So I'm gone. Go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil and 1 tablespoon of black vinegar. Now, all of these ingredients kind of emulsify and mix together really nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this around and set it aside. Now, we want to cook the steak to our desired doneness. And once the steak is cooked, we want to let it rest for about 5 minutes before we slice into it. While the steak is resting, let's go ahead and start working on the burger buns. We're gonna go ahead and toast them up in the air fryer. I've done this several times and they come out perfect every single time. They get nice and crispy. All you have to do is spray your air fryer basket with some type of oil and then place the buns in there and air fry them at 350 degrees for about 2 minutes. Once the timer goes off, take them out, flip them around, and then put them back in the air fryer. Air fry them for another minute. After the minute is up, take them out, flip them around again, and then put them back in for the final time. And after about 20 seconds, your burger buns should be nice and toasty! Now, let's go ahead and assemble our burger. First, let's go ahead and add some cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese, but feel free to use whatever cheese you'd like. Let's go ahead and add the steak on top of the cheese. And then we're gonna add some caramelized onions. Caramelized onions are really simple to make. All you have to do is slice up an onion and then throw it in a pan on low heat. Keep cooking it on low until the onions become soft and slightly And then once the onions are done, go ahead and add them on top of the steak. Next, let's add the sauce that we made earlier. And then we're gonna add some lettuce. And finally, let's put the top bun on there. And there you have it. A nice, juicy, flavorful steak cheeseburger. And if you like Korean food, you will love this burger. The flavors are so well balanced. It's not too saucy, not too dry. Everything is just perfect. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.